Hi everybody, it's Sally from Sally Stampers. Thank you for joining me today. Today I'm bringing you this lovely cute little thank you autumn tea light box. As you can see, I'm using the beautiful painted autumn DSP and inside it has got 4 beautiful tea lights. Now I'm going to tell you a little funny story about this box. So I am filming this a day earlier so this is coming out to you on Thursday and I'm actually filming it on Wednesday. I was really good, and on Monday I went crazy and did so much stuff. I managed to film 2 videos and I made cakes and did cleaning and housework and all of that nonsense, but I was really proud of myself that I'd got so much done. But unfortunately, when I came to do this video, which was one that I'd done, I messed it up completely. Couldn't figure out why it had gone wrong until I watched it back, and I always watch my videos back very quickly just to make sure that you know, you can hear me and see everything that I'm doing. And I watched it back and realised my error straight away, that when I'd scored and burnished my boxes, I'd mixed my lid and my base up, and the reason I was having such a to-do with it was because it wouldn't fit. Well, obviously it's not going to fit because I was trying to fit the base over the lid, but I'd got it the wrong way round. So I just decided that no, let's just refilm it. It won't take me long and it needs to be right to show you guys, but I just thought I'd share that with you to make you laugh. Here is the base that I've actually had to cut, just because I wanted to take photos and do all the stuff anyway. So actually this one is the one that's in the photos, but I had to trim the end off so that the lid would fit on properly. So I thought, well, I may as well just use it to hold on to my candles while I'm doing this. So hopefully I will get it right this time. So let's make this cute project. So to start off with, and I've got a load of stuff now all over my scoring board and everything. Oh, that noise, I'm so sorry. Right, so you need 2 pieces of cardstock that are 3 inches by 7.5 inches, and you are simply going to score them at 3/4 of an inch on all 4 sides. So obviously this is going to be the base. I'm going to make sure this is going to be the base this time. So you just score it all on 3/4. When you come to do your lid, you obviously need to put your shim in place. So I'm just going to use the base for this and just again go through and score on all 4 sides again at 3/4, obviously using that shim on all of them. I couldn't believe it when I messed it up before, and as soon as I watched the video I thought, yes, that's where you went wrong, you silly girl. Right, that's the lid. Excuse me, I'm putting it to one side. So here's my base. Oh, I do apologise. I've sort of got rid of my cold but been left with an annoying cough. So fold and burnish my base here. And then, whoops, we're just going to cut away those corners and make them into little tabs. So just simply cut away all 4 tabs here. Excuse me, I'm going to have a drink. Okay, so just cut them away. And then as I always do with any cardstock that I'm adhering together, I just use my fuse. So pop it back over and then just pop fuse on all 4 edges there, and then obviously just fold them over and tuck them in. Oh, no, that wasn't quite right. Don't this one mess up as well, or I'll just give it up as a bad job. Just tuck that one in there, and this one in here. Okay, so there's my base. Let's get rid of that now and pop my 4 tea lights inside. And then we need our lid. We do the same process again. So we're going to fold and burnish all of those 4 score lines and make our tabs just like the other ones. And all of the products that I've used today are available to order on the website. You can either follow the link below in the description bar for the shop, or you can go to my blog and do it from there, but both do take you to exactly the same place. So that's my lid cut. Now before I start adhering, I need to add my DSP panels. When I first did this, I thought, obviously when I've done this one, it's the same paper, and I thought, well, and I'd already cut it, and I thought, oh crikey, I should have done a different DSP just to show you what it looks like. So I was going to do this side, but to be honest, I don't know, I love this side. I think it's so pretty, and I just didn't want to use that side, so I thought, well, I'll just change the box colour and change it to garden green, because this one's crushed curry and this is garden green, and I just thought, yes, I prefer that, it looks so much nicer, so I stuck with that one. So this top panel that's going to go on the lid of your box measures 1 1/4 by 5 3/4. You then need these 2 itty bits to go on the end, and trust me, these are fiddly as anything to cut, but hopefully you'll manage it okay. And these are 1/4 inch by 1/2 inch, so you can see why they were a tad fiddly. That needs to go over a bit, there we go. And then these 2 long ones, which actually are just the right width for your snail to run down them, and these are 1/2 inch by 5 3/4, to remember for a moment then. So 1/2 inch by 5 3/4, which obviously then tells you that my box is 6 inches in length. So that's that bit done. Now you'll notice on this one that I've got 2 little windows in. So to add your width, now I wanted to use a punch, but unfortunately the box is just too wide to fit the punch in to sit in the right place. So instead of that, I'm using my Lots of Labels framelets, and I'm using, when I can find it, please, oh it's there, it's fallen right to the bottom. Come on, come on. Doesn't want to come out, there we are. I'm using the tiniest one, so that is the largest and that's the smallest. It just shows you the degrees of size and how good they are. So I'm using the tiniest one here. Now I'll just move these to one side actually and grab my big shot, and then I can show you how I figure out where my candles sit. So if I push this just slightly to one side so you can see the whole piece. So if you put your lid on and then line your base up with your candles in along the side here, so obviously because these are going to fold under, so that's obviously your lid. So if you line your candle up with either side of your box here, you can pretty much gauge then where you're going to need to put a window. So I think one needs to go there, so hold that in place, run it through, and then, oops, that's my drink, don't worry I didn't knock it over, and then I've just pushed it back through obviously to show you, but then when you come to do the second one, just do exactly the same thing, and I'm quite happy to think that that one's there. And I just need to make sure that these two are lined up now, because the worst thing I could do is have one down here or whatever. So just make sure that you're happy that it's lined up with both the candle and the previous one. Pop the lid on your sandwich and run it through. Let's get this out of the way. And then, as you can see, there you have your holes cut through. And if I just bring your candle box back in, perfect. Now again, me with my everything has to be just so, I need to turn that one so that both the wicks face in the same way. Don't ask, honestly. So we need a window sheet to pop in here, and my window sheet is 1 1/4 by 2 3/4. It's actually a bit of an offcut again that I found in my pack, but it fits perfectly. So I'm just simply going to add, oops, add glue dots to each corner just to adhere it to the box lid. So just pop that one in place there, and then obviously spin her over, and we can now put fuse on our tabs. And then if you recall with my boxes, any lid that I make that goes over a box like this, and this was where I had the dilemma last time, I do one end, pop it over the box, and it is harder when you're doing it this way, because obviously if you've got your tabs sitting that way it's easier, but in fairness it's not that much difficult. And then I just simply pop that on there, and then this one do exactly the same, and obviously you've then got a perfectly fitting lid. So I just need to grab my 3/4 inch circle punch, and I'm gauging this on the centre of the candles, and just, you sort of have to almost force it a little bit because it's going to have to go over the fold, but you just need to punch a tiny little bit out just for your finger things there, and obviously that's your lid fitting perfectly on your box. Thankfully it worked this time. So I've got some of the beautiful, oh, where's it gone? Ah, it's over here ready for something else I'm doing. The beautiful jute twine that I've got a length of here already, and I've just simply tied this round the centre into a bow. And then for my crumbs, there we go. Okay, I'm not going to fiddle with it anymore because it will just take me all day. So for my little sentiment on this one, I just put thank you from us. For this one, I'm using thoughtful banners just because I think there's so much option here with all these different words. I'm simply just going to go with thank you because I think that that is, you know, all I need to put on this one. So I'm just going to use my G block for this because I don't need anything more. And then I need my garden green ink. And I've got some scrap Very Vanilla and some scrap garden green here. So I'm just going to pop thank you on there. And then I've got my classic label punch to punch it out. And I'm actually going to go slightly over towards the left with it because I want to stick an enamel shape on the end. And then I just need a piece of the green. Oops. And so I just simply added a bit of snail on the back of here, and then just really put this wherever I want it on here, and I think that will be fine. And then add some more snail because I'm quite happy to keep it flat on here, and it should just fit nicely at an angle there. And then I didn't get my enamel shapes out ready. Regals, is that it? No. Oops. Try and find my garden green, and I think, is that it? Yes, so that's handy. So grab my enamel shape, and I think I'm not going to go with a heart just because it could be ideal for a male. No, I'm not actually going to do that either. I'm going to use, I think, just a large and a small one. Yes, I quite like that. And that's it. So, super cute. Thankfully it worked this time, but I think they're just ideal as little gifts for people. As I say, they're ideal teacher gifts. They're ideal, especially if you've got more than one child that you've got to give a present for. Thank you from us is ideal. So relatively cheap. Obviously the tea lights I get from IKEA, they're less than £1. I can't remember off the top of my head how many you get, maybe 24, something like that. And there's 4 in these, so you don't need much to make up these projects. And as I say, they're perfect little thank you gifts, or even if somebody's looked after your animal while you're out for the day or away, anything like that, just, you know, to say thank you. I think they're brilliant. You could even put chocolates or something inside, I guess. Anyway, that's all from me. All the details will be on my blog, and as I say, all the information for buying the products is in the description below and also on my blog. Hope you guys have a great day. See you again soon. Bye.